mostly to stuck. I was making or trying to make a decision when I had this problem on the highway, whether or not I had the time to do this myself, fix this problem, but it did not work out. This turned into a dilemma. My truck would not go in reverse. Had to get it towed. And I'm trying to make decisions fast enough to save money or to keep from being in a jam. I knew I had to get off this highway. I knew I was going to need a tow truck. Even when the tow truck got this vehicle to the transmission shop, it would not back off of the tow truck ramp. The gears had jammed. So wherever he dropped this, that's where it stayed until they were able to dolly it into the shop. And I'm wondering, okay, I would like to fix this problem, but I end up paying a lot of money to get this fixed. Within 3 or 4 days, it was fixed, back on the road. So I began to educate myself. I went to the salvage yard. And I began to study on how do you actually disassemble this rear axle. That I have not done before. Something totally different, new, a new experience. So I went to educate myself. I got on YouTube also and try to find out how is this rear axle unbolted. And I went to one vehicle and I unbolted some stuff. I got my little U-bolts off, but my vehicle don't have these. So that wasn't going to work. But looking under this vehicle, I was teaching myself and training myself. What can I remove and the type of socket wrenches or tools I need to dismantle this axle. So I took my time and I examined the situation. And that gave me more insight into the job. Where the bolts were, how much it would take to disassemble this, and to my amazement, not long at all. You're taking off the shocks. And on my vehicle, the coil spring is going to fall off. There are like 1, 2, 3 bolts, and you're going to remove the not the gas line, but the brake line that's attached to the gearbox at the top. Looks like there's a rear sway bar linkage, I think, if that's what they call it, rear sway bar linkage that needs to come off. And you do the right. This is the passenger side. This is the driver's side, and passenger side pretty much the same thing. And you pull that bad boy out, and you are done. You have your rear axle off. I think there's some type of suction tube. You pull that off. You're pretty much ready to roll. I didn't know that. I had to go find this out. And I like educating myself. Sometimes I make mistakes, but you learn. Eventually to stuck, a dilemma. Recover and move on. Educate yourself. Empower yourself. Now, I put out some money to get this truck fixed. I was in a dilemma. I was in a jam. Didn't have the time, the space. And the situation called for immediate attention. So I had to. But now that is done, I have a whole brand new carriage under the bottom. Instead of them going through, taking off the gearbox cover and trying to find which gears were damaged, it was a waste of time to them. They went ahead and put this whole new carriage under my truck for the same price that they were going to charge to try to figure out what's going on with the gears. But all in all, I believe that I came out very good. It could have been worse. I didn't have any transmission damage. But one of the reasons I went to the salvage yard, I wanted to make sure I wasn't being ripped off. You won't know until you do your research. So I looked at my bill and everything they did, the labor cost, which was $500 just for labor alone. And on the way out, I asked one of the cashiers if I wanted to buy this, if I wanted to buy the left and right axle and the gearbox, how much would that be? If I remember, that man told me just the gearbox alone was only $46. And for each axle, $36 a piece. I thought, that's it? He said, that's it. Oh, okay. Oh, now you know. But there are some refurbished parts that you can purchase. They're over $1,000. You get everything refurbished, everything repacked, lubed, and new parts put on over $1,000 or so, 1,300 or something, or more or less, depending on where you go. And on eBay, you can get them even cheaper, shipped straight to your door. Now they say it's free shipping, but I'm pretty sure they added into the cost. But Adversity 2, stuck, a dilemma, and recovering. You have to keep moving. I mean, what can you do? If anything, this should be a learning experience, not something where I'm frustrated, I'm out of money. No. What can I do to prepare to keep this from happening? For one thing, I was told that that gearbox, the differential oil had drained so low. Now, we are told that lasts to the life of the vehicle. That's what we hear. But you still need to check your differential oil. And you transfer, if you have front wheel drive, transfer case. But I blame myself for letting this happen. Adversity 2, stuck. A dilemma happens and recover. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.